Festival is directed by Ian Morris, who also the creator of the Channel 4 sitcom series, The Inbetweeners. So that's the only reason why I went to see this film. He's written and directed pretty much every episode of The Inbetweeners. He also worked on the 2 movies. He also worked on The Flight of the Conchords, which is pretty much my favourite comedy of all time. Now, I really didn't have high expectations for the festival, really, because the trailers have been really fine for me. And considering this has the same jokes and the style of The Inbetweeners, I know what to expect. And the festival was fine, really. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. It's one of those films you'll probably forget in a week's time. What makes The Inbetweeners so special back in the day is that we could relate to it. Back in the day, we were a Simon or a Neil or a Jay or a Will, and it really captured the essence of high school back in the day. And it's really hard to understand the purpose of the festival. I know it's here to entertain and make us laugh, which it did, but it's hard to relate in some way. So the film is about Nick and his best friend going on a 3-day festival so he can move on from his breakup with his ex-girlfriend. That's pretty much the plot. Now, don't get me wrong, it was funny, it made me laugh, it succeeded on that aspect, but it felt like it had leftover jokes on The Inbetweeners and repackaged and put into this. The film really benefited of a showing in a real festival, which they did last year in Leeds. They really captured that scope and that atmosphere, and I love Jermaine Clement in this film. He's probably the best thing that came out of this film, and I really wanted more out of him. So overall, the festival has a decent script, a decent plot. It's funny at times, especially if you're a fan of The Inbetweeners. At times it can get cringe, and it doesn't really hit that bar of great British comedies. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I know I'm a bit rushed, that's because I need to go to work. But go check out my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Instagram page. Go like, comment, subscribe. Let me know, what did you think of the festival? I'll see you guys soon. I got your back.